Hey there everybody, Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Pretty excited right now because I got a bunch of things happening, but one of those exciting things that are happening is that they finally released version 3 of Deep Drive Baseball. You know, I'm about 3 months into my 71 Oakland Athletics replay, one of my favorite teams of all time, and I'm enjoying that replay tremendously, but I was using version 2 and I was excited to get started with version 3, which is some things were smoothed out. Version 2 was a great game, and I think he made it better on version 3 because almost everything is off the cards now. Just a couple of looks here and there on the charts, and it's very, very exciting. The cards look great, lots of information on them. That deep drive twist to this game is very, very exciting. And here you go. I'm printing out some stuff, and I'm showing you how to do it. On one side of the screen, I have my file section. On the other side of the screen, I'm going to be cutting out the cards and showing you how I do it. I took some heat last time for doing it was a card cutter video, and guys were like, really? Seriously? You're showing people how to cut cards? Yeah, I was showing off my little contraption, and I was showing you guys how I line it up. I line it up on this end, and then I line it up on the bottom end. And this has now cut lines, so this is amazing. I don't think they had cut lines before. And there you go. Let's see. And that's about it. I can do cut this section right here off of it. And I'm not anal about it. If it doesn't come out 1,000% right to the, oh Jesus, it moved on me. There you go. I'm still okay with it. I mean, I'll still use the card. I try not to rip them. That's one thing I definitely don't want to happen. Now the rest of it I'm just going to do with a scissor. The rest I'm going to do with a scissor. I'll take off this top right here with a scissor. See if you can see that. And I don't do all the teams at once. I know some of you guys like to do all that at once. The A's are going to play the White Sox. So I'm just going to do those two teams to start off. The A's and the White Sox. If there's a little stuff here to clean off, I'll do that. There you go. Not the end of the world. Who's that? Dick Green. He's one of my starters. So the starters all come together, so it makes your life easier. You don't even have to cut these out. I like to have cards in my hand. I'm using 110. A lot of times I use 90-pound paper. In this case, I'm using 110-pound paper. Now after this, I'm going to take you to my files section. Now, all you got to do is download the game, go to your files, and you'll see it right there. He organized it much better than than version 2. Version 2, there seemed to be like a lot of specific data into one big folder, and it was a little bit confusing. He's divided it up, it seems, so I think it's easier to read, easier to find stuff, and it's clearly labeled. So there are also new rules, and every season, remember, every season has its defensive chart. So that's what's cool about this game. So the seasons are all different. The defensive charts are all different depending on the season that you're playing. I like that about it. Really smart guy, and really easy to talk to. A little bit distracted right now in his life. He's got a few things going on. But, it is what it is. I was distracted at that age, too. But I'm really glad that he did this for me, and he did email me and told me, hey, I just want you to know that 71 has been done. It's complete. And I really appreciate that he did that for me. I didn't bother him, even though I was, fed up and frustrated and saying, man, why is this 71 season, why did he do 2020 before he did 71? Nobody likes 2020. Come on. Take a look at YouTube and see how many people are rolling 2020 for any game system, any sim. Nobody. Everybody hates 2020. Come on now. 2020 is not even a real season. It's just like a spring training. It was a joke. Everybody's wearing a mask. You didn't know who was who. It was a nightmare. That was a nightmare season. So that's it. So I just wanted to do this little section and show you how I would do that. So all this stuff is going to get thrown out. There you go. So these are pretty much my starters. If there's any stuff to clean up, I will clean it up as I play. Beautiful colors. Nice, easy to read card. This is a very uncluttered card, but remember, Not only does it have the stats at the bottom, it has also the outs. And these outs are super easy to follow. Really a great game. Watch my videos. And of course, it tells you his information here, his steal, blah, 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 all that information that you're going to need for the game. And very easy to read numbers, very large numbers. This gives you a lot. APBA. This has nothing to do with APBA, but it does have a APBA-like card. It kind of represents. The name is really large, and that's something that APBA was always unique for having. That it really turned the card of just data into a person, because it really the name was central to the card, and there was a large open space. And there was his birthday and where he was from and his righty lefty, his weight, his height, and all these things. That's one thing that APBA did that was unique to APBA, and he does that. The name is fairly large, and that's a nice thing to see. The card is extremely uncluttered, just like APBA has a very extremely uncluttered card. So let's go to the file section. I don't want to make this video really, really long, but you can tell that I'm excited, and that's good that you can do that. So let me go here and see, where was I now? All right, let's see where that is. Deep drive, okay. Thank you. I don't know what happened to what I printed out. Oh, it's down here, okay. Here's my file, because I just downloaded it. And that's what it looks like. You should be able to see that, I think. Let me see. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that. Okay, this is the only screen you're going to see. Let me find the screen. Hold on a second. Let me see where that screen is. Let me see where that screen is. Cannot find that screen anywhere. That's weird. Huh. Well, let's go to the bottom here. That's not it. All right, let's go. Let's open the 71 season and go to player cards. And I'm sorry you can't see that, because no, you're not seeing that. Hilarious, because I cannot find that. For the life of me, I don't know where it is. I don't know where that one screen is. The one that you oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me go back. Let me see if it changed. You see? Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. So let me get rid of that. Let me go back. Oh, I cannot get out of here. See? Cannot get out of here. Oh, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just going to print this up. And I'm going to click over here. Where is it? My little printer icon. These are the settings that I'm going to use. I got portrait. I got all. This time I'm going to do all. Print on one side. Then in my settings, I'm going to print to printable area, not actual size. Actual size will screw us up. Okay, actual size will screw us up because it's going to get cut off at the bottom. I don't know why it does that. But fit to printable area, and then I'm going to print from 2, because I already printed page 1 as a trial, and it's, how many pages is this? Let's see, page 2 to, oh, only 3 pages. Oh, that's great. Look at that. Huh. Oh, well, it's 71. There wasn't there wasn't a lot of players, but each page has 9 players. So you're going to only take 27 players will be, and you get all the players. Now, I do have to say that if you get all the players, but sometimes you have to go to another team, I wish he would make all the players that play on each team, but he hasn't decided to do that. He may do that in the future. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm going to do from pages 2. That's 2, and then I'm going to do 2, 3. Pages 2 to 3, let's do it, and then we'll start cutting them up. Hope it goes to the right printer. We got a couple of printers working here. There it comes. All right, I'll take a sip of some juice. All right, it's coming right out. And then I'm showing now this cutter is very easy to keep in the house. It's very, it's about a foot long, maybe 18 inches. And you can, it cuts fairly well. I mean, it's easy to handle. It's very light. There you go. These are some of my pictures, Catfish Hunter, and so on. It's not clean on the edges, but that's not a problem. All right, I'm going to do this part. Not sure what he did with the picture hitting cards. That may be in another. That may be in another folder. Not sure where that is right now. I'm gonna have to check that out. But this is his. So it's not really a 50-50 game because each card sends you to the deep drive chart. So that can come off either batter or pitcher. So that's why it's not really a 50-50 game. All right, here are my pitchers, Sagi and Catfish. Batters are 0 to 49, and pitchers are going to be 50 to 99. I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to find the pitcher hitting cards because I know Catfish Hunter is a really good hitter. Definitely want him to bat in 1971. I have him on my league Inside Pitch, my Inside Pitch league. He's on my team. Catfish Hunter, one of my favorite players of all time. I have a Catfish Hunter T-shirt, and I'm going to go see the 71A's. I'm going to jump into a time machine and go back in time to see the 71A's. That would be really exciting. They had a monster team. They had an iconic team for sure. All right, and this is my set of reserves. Let's cut them out. There we go, nice and smooth and clean. I mean, where would you be without watching a video of me cutting up cards, right? This is the last cards I'm cutting for this presentation. Just wanted to show you guys the way I do it, and then of course I'm going to cut it here on the side. And I just wanted to show you how they come and what they look like and how easy it is to print them out. You cannot buy these cards already printed. You got to buy them in PDF form. He doesn't do that. It saves them a lot of time and energy. And the cards are super duper cheap. You can get the season for $15, the new season. If you had the old season, it's just an upgrade of I think $5, but I paid the $15 just through the contribution in there. Maybe it'll just help a little bit and get him more pumped because he does have a good product. He's got the right idea, he knows what he's doing. Just a little bit distracted with things that are going on in his life, his family matters and stuff like that, his work, raising a family. We were all there, so gotta be patient. It is a fun game to play, very super easy to play. Everything is 99% is off the cards, and cards are not these complicated charts at all. Some games they fool you and they say, okay, everything's off the cards. Yeah, but your card looks like a chart. And then your card has 8 parts, and each card has 8 parts. So that's 4 cards you got to use. Pitcher, batter, and for each, 2 for each team. And that's, now I'm looking at, 6 and 6, 24 charts. So it's not chartless. You just were smart and you put your chart on the card. Well, this is not really. This is a very simple chart, but it's a very has a lot. This game has a lot of nuance. Okay, it has a lot of nuance. So you look at the chart, you say, okay, this is a simple game. This game is as it plays real straightforward and simple, like an APA style basic, like a Strat basic, right? Very simple. It plays simple, but it has a lot of nuance, a lot of detail, and it's very intuitive and it's very easy to play. You know which grounders are fielder's choices. You know which grounders are double plays. It doesn't have to tell you. It has a system that kind of makes it explains it, and then once you know what that how the system works, then it's very easy to play. It has a good, simple infield in system. It has an outfield in system. It has a split system that's very simple to follow as well. So it's got a lot of good systems that are in place that are very that are well designed, yet simple. One of the things that I know, I spoke to him early on, he said one of the things he wanted to do was keep the game simple. He didn't want to, bog it down with a lot of twists and turns. He didn't want to turn it into a labyrinth. He didn't want to turn it into a maze of, patches of this. Okay, let's patch it here, let's patch it there. So you go on to this and on to that, and nothing kind of comes together. It's not fluid. This game is super fluid. He used one mindset to create it, and everything is interwoven beautifully. This is Deep Drive Baseball. This is Tony Porter, Cards and Dice TV. Keep on rolling. I will see you guys soon.